Hey, what's going on, everybody? Aaron Wilson here again, just to talk to you guys a little bit about the NFL All Day Marketplace. As I said in my previous video, which I will link below, the All Day Marketplace has officially opened, but it's not 100% functional because you're not allowed to actually buy and really sell anything yet. You're allowed to list and delist as of right now, but they're not giving people the ability to buy and sell really until February 22nd. But I want to take a couple minutes just to do a little bit of analysis of what is to come potentially on Tuesday, the 22nd, when they do drop the marketplace. Again, like I said in my last video, it's going to be tough for us to know how the market's going to be, but I just want to give us our best educated guess and just kind of share that research that I've been doing over the last couple of days to try to figure out where we currently are with the NFL All Day Marketplace. So, first off, for you guys that don't know, if you go to NFLAllDay.com, you will see a new link on the top that says Marketplace. So, if we click on that link on the Marketplace up top here, we're going to go to the actual Marketplace. So, as you see, like I said before, it's not officially releasing with selling until the 22nd. So it looks like right now as I speak at 9:15 on Sunday, listing is currently paused until February 22nd. So it looks like we're not going to be able to list or sell until February 22nd. I assume it's because they had an influx of a ton of moments coming to the system, and they want to make sure that they are ready to go with everything. So you can see from here, right now the marketplace has a nice way to navigate through it. You'll see on the left-hand side your ability to navigate from price to player, name to team name, set name, player position, play type, and then the tier. And then on the right-hand side, you'll also be able to navigate and clarify the listings below by newest listings, high to low to high, and oldest listings as well. So this gives us a nice little view of what the marketplace is going to look like. The hope is to eventually take up this top section, very similar to how they do in Top Shot now. So if you go to Top Shot, I'm going to click over to Top Shot right now. I'm actually going to get myself off the screen. I don't need to see my face. All right, let's go full screen. All right, so if you look at the NBA Top Shot, you will see the marketplace looks similar, different but similar. But on the top section, which is super important, are the for sale, the latest sales, and the top sales navigation. So if I click on this latest sales, it's going to give me a list of everything that's currently selling, which is really nice to see. It's good to see a nice quick breakdown of what those items are. And then you can go to top sales as well, just to see what things are really hitting in the marketplace. Oh, geez. Yep, there's that big one from LeBron again. That was August 25th, 2021 for $230,000. So you'll see him, LeBron, and Fred VanVleet. All right, and then if you go back to the for sale, that's just going to give you your standard section where they give a nice little list of what's the kind of the hot moments, which I like a lot. And then as you scroll through, you'll see the stuff that's coming up for sale, and you can navigate by newest listings. All right, so let's go back to NFL All Day. So go back to NFL All Day. That's the hope. So this top section hopefully will switch into a section similar to what they're doing with Top Shot, would be my hope. But I guess our biggest question now is, what's the marketplace going to look like, and how are things going to even out when it comes to sales and kind of leveling out when it comes to sales? So in order to do that, the first thing I want to do is talk about a website called Evaluate.market. So if you go to Evaluate.market, this is going to be a great site for you to monitor your current portfolio and then what else is really going on in the marketplace. And this is for a lot of NFTs. So you'll see a nice little scroll bar on the top that takes you through what specific NFTs are doing. And for me, a lot of the stuff I don't really recognize because I'm not into anything really besides All Day and Top Shot. But you'll see here, as soon as you click onto All Day and Top Shot, it's going to give you specific information about those specific sites. And what you can also do is you can actually log in the top right-hand corner. You'll see My Portfolio, and it gives you access to your specific moments that you have or other NFTs that you have in the marketplace. So if I click on to All Day, it's going to give us a little bit of information. Again, since there's no real sales, it's tough for us to know exactly what the market's going to be like. But it does give you some information here. It tells you the amount of NFTs that are currently on NFL All Day, and that's 2.4, almost 2.5 million. The floor price, which is the least expensive price of $1, and then total sales today says $171. So it looks like they must have been semi-rolling it out to everybody, or some people at least, in order to get some sales. And it looks like today's transactions were 5. So on Evaluate Market, it gives you a lot of great information and a lot of great ways to look through the information. So you can scroll through and do price kind of low to high, and you'll see a whole bunch of $1 moments right now, which, like I said in my previous video, I don't see this staying. I see this $1 moment going up. I think this is just a way for somebody to put in their moments and kind of see what the market was going to be like around them. But I assume that they'll be delisting these as soon as the marketplace opens up for real on Tuesday. So you'll see some moments at $1, some at 3. If you flip the other way around, instead of pricing low to high, you see in this navigation on the right hand side, you go high to low. You will now see those highest price items, and you got the $1 million listing from Trevor Lawrence, Michael Davis, and Tampa Bay Buccaneers. So again, these numbers are going to change. We just want to take some time to figure out, okay, what could these numbers really be in a month or 2 from now when the market's been open and the market really dictates what's really going on. But again, my biggest thing for you guys is definitely check out Evaluate.market to get information about NFL All Day, Top Shot, and other NFTs. They do a great job of having filters on this left-hand side, so you can filter by player, series, set, and so forth. And again, this is one of the main sites that I'm using every single day when I'm monitoring what's really going on. So again, we don't have a ton of information from here yet, but in the coming weeks, we're going to have some really good information in here, and I'll touch base on that later on in other videos. So what we want to do is we want to see what's really going on Top Shot and try to use the numbers on Top Shot to determine what we can make an educated guess on what's going to happen all day. So if I go back to Evaluate.market, and then I click on Top Shot, you'll then see the same thing. But again, these are all 100% legit numbers because this is stuff that's currently for sale and can be bought at the same time, is actually available to buy. So what I wanted to do is I wanted to check out Series 1, which is an initial series from Top Shot. I wanted to give that a look to see where the floor is. So where all the smaller, least expensive price stuff is going for Series 1. Again, this isn't exact science. And again, this is not financial advice. I'm just giving you my mindset on how I'm going through trying to figure out what the prices are going to be. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to look on this left-hand side. I'm going to go to Series. I'm going to go to Series 1. And then as soon as I click on a Series 1, I want to go through and I want to go price low to high. I want to see where the bottom level moments are. And then I want to get to a part where I see some players that are little well-known players that are doing pretty well in the NBA and see where their price is now. So it looks like the bottom spot for Series 1 right now is at about $26, $27. And it goes up pretty slowly from there. You're starting to see some decent players. You got Kemba Walker here at $29. You got Justin Holiday, Andre Iguodala, so like guys that I know as a decent NBA fan. But I want to look for the guys who are all-stars and see where their number is currently. You got Dennis Schroeder, so I don't think he's an all-star this year, but he's got potential to be an all-star in the future. DeAndre Jordan used to be an all-star. Bam Adebayo. Jamal Murray. Okay, Jamal Murray is one of those guys. He's a really good player. He's an all-star player. Let's check out his numbers. So right now he's at $42. So if I click onto the actual moment, Evaluate Market is going to give me more detailed information about that moment. It's going to give me the unique owners, totally owned, how many are remaining, how many in circulation. And then it gives me this price point. So right now, $42 is the lowest listing, but it goes up, a couple bucks here and there as it goes on. So what I want to do is I want to scroll down, and this is a great section. This is sales over time and transactions over time. So right now looking at a 7-day period. So in a 7-day period, this moment started out at $55 and went down to $42. So what I want to do is I want to hit that all button. So if I hit the all button, we can zoom in on this for you guys a little bit. There we go. All right, so if I hit the all button, sorry, the zoom in didn't work, functionality didn't work out the way I wanted it to. So I'm seeing when this initially came out in March 2021, we'll see. It initially came out at about the $200 range was the first sale, 238. Then went up pretty drastically to 600, and then over time, over March and April, it started to come down, settle down. It's in the 200s, and it settled down to right around the $90 to $100 range, as you see here. And then it went kind of up and down. The market hit a little bit of a stump, went down to 60, went back up to 70, 80, and it's kind of settled down to right around $40 to $50. So that gives you an idea of where the lowest market is. You're thinking between initially right off the bat, maybe it starts at 200, takes a little bit of a hit after a couple months, comes down to around 100 after 6 months, 6 months, and then settles between about $50 to $100, kind of up and down here and there, and is now in that 40, upper 40 range. So let's say $50. Okay, let's throw a $50 number out there. So right off the bat, we know there's going to be a little pump in the market, and it's going to be usually be on the higher end, and then eventually over time it's going to settle. So this gives us a good idea of what do we think the bottom number is. Eventually down the road in 2 years from the initial release, you're looking at that $40 to $50 range. So the good news for people that actually already have NFL all day moments is probably the least expensive moment you're going to have of a decent player is going to be about $50. So that's all the knowledge that we're really looking for. I want to see what's really going on. How does it hit when it initially comes out? How does it go down eventually? And where does it kind of settle at to see where the floor is going to be? So we can do this. Let's do this for one more player. So let's go on the lower end. So let's go to the cheapest player. So let's say you just bought a pack from NFL All Day, and you got somebody who isn't a great player. So we're going to go to, let's go to Gary Harris. So again, plays some time in the NBA, isn't an amazing player, but does get some time. So you're talking about somebody who's not amazing, but he's still got a lot of time in the NBA. So let's look at his stuff. So if we scroll down again, we're going to go to sales over time. We're going to go to all. All right. So when it first comes out, he started at about $53. This is about a little bit more than half of what Jamal Murray, more of an all-star caliber player, was at in terms of his pricing. So he started out $50, and there was an old pump, so it went all the way up to 200. And then after a month or so, it got down to about $60. A month or two, it got to that $60. So it went down a lot quicker because, again, this got into the market. People are interested in getting the moment because there's a buzz around it. There's a new moment that's out there, but then it takes a hit. So it went down to about $60, and now it's been, for the past year or so, it's been flipping down between 20s, 20, 20, 20, 30, 33, something like that. So again, you're looking at someone that's going to be in the $20 range, $20 to $30 range, as opposed to someone like Jamal Murray, who's going to be more in the 40 to 50 range. So let's go back to NFL All Day and just check out some of the players that we see so far listed on the marketplace. All right, so here's a couple of good examples. So you got Charles Harris, Jamar Chase. Okay, those are two totally different players. Okay, I'm a big NFL guy, and I don't remember the name Charles Harris. I assume he's a starter for the Lions, but he's not a guy that's going to be an all-pro guy at all. where you got Jamar Chase, who's going to be one of the hottest players in the league, maybe for the next couple of years. So you got two specific players. Their pricing are going to be completely different when it first comes out. So a guy like Charles Harris, we're thinking, again, this is just an estimated guess on what's going to happen. Maybe he'll level out eventually down the road in a year or so now in the $20 range, right, to have his moment. Where someone like Jamar Chase, this is also a rookie card, so it's going to be inflated even more. For his rookie card, I consider those rookie cards just like rookie cards, actual physical cards. I'd assume that he, levels out more at like the $200, $150 to $200 range would be my guess, because it's going to be a rookie for him. But someone like, let's scroll down. Okay, Devontae Parker, right? Good player, Pro Bowl skills, right? That's probably a guy that probably be more in the $50 range to level out to that. Again, there's going to be a pump when it first comes out, but realize that it's going to settle down depending on the market. The market is really going to dictate the value of what these moments are going to be. So that's really the biggest thing that I wanted to talk to you guys about, is just take a chance to look at the market, take a chance to look at Evaluate.market, see what's out there, look at Top Shot, because it's going to be the biggest thing that's going to be similar to the marketplace for NFL all day, and make an educated guess on what it's going to look like. We're really going to know, like I said before, we're really going to know what the market's going to be in a month or two from now, after that initial hit of February 22nd. So I'm super excited about February 22nd, super excited to check out the market and how it goes up and down and how different players dictate the market, and so on and so forth. So I'm going to continue to do videos on it, and hopefully you guys will come back and watch. If you did like this video, you thought it was informational, please do me a favor and hit that subscribe button, and hit that like button. And if there are any specific videos you want to talk about NFL All Day or NFL Top Shot, please throw it in the comment section. And then feel free to follow me on Twitter at AaronWilson22, and let me know if there's anything that you want me to cover. Thanks again for watching. I really, truly appreciate it, and I hope you have a great day. See ya.